In a small pond, there are 11 lily pads in a row labeled 0 through 10. A frog starts on pad 1. When the frog is on pad n with n between 0 and 10, it will jump to pad n-1 with probability n over 10 and to pad n+1 with probability 1 minus n over 10. Each jump is independent of the previous jumps. If the frog reaches pad 0, it will be eaten, but if the frog reaches pad 10, it will escape the pond. What is the probability that the frog makes it to pad 10 and escapes? Essentially, the problem looks like this, with 11 lily pads in a row, and we start at pad 1. Well, the first thing we can observe is that all the probabilities are symmetrical around pad 5. If the frog is on pad 5, it will jump to pad n-1 or pad 4 with probability 5 over 10, and to pad 6 with probability 1 minus 5 over 10, which is also 5 over 10. We can further prove to ourselves that the probabilities are symmetrical because we can look at pads 4 and 6. If we look at pad 4, the frog will jump to pad 3 with probability 4 over 10, and to pad 5 with probability 1 minus 4 over 10, which is 6 over 10. Now, if the frog is on pad 6, the probability it will jump to pad 5 is 6 over 10. And the probability it will jump to pad 7 is 1 minus 6 over 10, which is 4 over 10. So clearly, these probabilities are symmetrical around pad 5. Now let's define a probability pk as the probability the frog escapes from pad k. So, for example, we know that p5 is 5 over 10 or 1/2. And ultimately, we'll want to find p1. Let's try to figure out some equations to find p1. So p1 is equal to, well, if we look back here, there is a 1 minus 1 over 10, which is 9 over 10 probability that the frog will jump to pad 2 from pad 1. So 9 over 10 times p2, which is the probability it will escape from pad 2. Now what is p2? Well, there is a 2 in 10 chance the frog will jump to pad 1 from pad 2. And also, that means there's an 8 in 10 chance it will jump to pad 3 from pad 2. Similarly, p3 is equal to 3/10 times the probability the frog escapes from pad 2 plus 7/10 times p4. And p4 is 4 over 10 times p3 plus 6 over 10 times p5. And lastly, we know that p5 is equal to 5 over 10, which is 1/2. Okay, so p5 is 1/2. Great. So now we've got a system of equations here, and we can solve this system of equations to get p1. We have 5 equations here, 5 variables, and we'll be able to solve for p1 and get the answer. So let's start. We can start by substituting in p1 to the second equation, so p2 equals 2/10 times p1, which is 9/10 times p2, plus 8/10 times p3. So p2 equals 18 over 100 p2 plus 8/10 p3. And we can subtract 18 over 100 p2 from both sides to simplify. That gives us 82 over 100 p2 equals 8/10 p3. Then we can multiply both sides by 100 over 82 to get p2 in terms of p3, just like we had p1 in terms of p2. And then we can substitute in and eventually solve for p1. So if we multiply both sides by 100 over 82, p2 will be 100 times 8 over 82 times 10. 100 over 10 simplifies to 10 times 8 is 80 over 882, and that simplifies to 40 over 41 P3. We have P2 in terms of P3. Now we can substitute that into the next equation. P3 equals 3/10 times P2, which is 40 over 41 P3, we just found that, plus 7/10 P4. So this 10 will cancel out, which makes things a little easier for us. This is going to be 12 over 41 P3 plus 7/10 P4. We can subtract 12 over 41 P3 from both sides. That's 29 over 41 P3, 7/10 P4. And multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is 41 over 29. So we get P3 equals 41 times 7 is 287. 29 times 10 is 290. P4. We have P3 in terms of P4. And finally, we can plug that into the P4 equation to get P4 equals 4/10 times P3, which is 287 over 290 P4 plus 6/10 times, we know that P5 is 1/2. So simplify, this is 2/5, and this 2 and this can be 145, and then this is going to be 3/10. So P4 equals 287 over 5 times 145, so that's 725 P4 plus 3/10. If we subtract 287 over 725 P4 from both sides, 725 minus 287 is 438 over 725 P4 equals 3/10. So we essentially have P4. Now we can multiply all the expressions in the blue boxes together, and P2, P3, and P4 will all cancel out, so that we'll be left with a numerical value for P1, and thus we'll be able to solve. So let's multiply these all together. P1 equals 9/10 times P2, which is 40 over 41 times P3, which is 287 over 290 times P4, which is, well, it's 3 over 10 times 725 over 438 times 725 over 438. Lots of stuff is going to cancel out, and we'll be able to find P1, which is great. 10 cancels out. This 4, 2, and then if we take out a 2 from here, this is going to be 145, and we can take out a 2 again here, which is 219. 41, 287, this is 7. This can be canceled out, so this would be 73. This can be, 5 can be taken out, so 5 is 145. Oh, perfect. This cancels out. And let's see. What we get is P1 equals 9 times 7 over 2 times 73, which is 63 over 146. So the answer is 63 over 146. And sure enough, if we look back at the original problem, that is answer choice C.